Hey man, stay safe world. You already know what's going on, man. We got some unfortunate and tragic news coming out of Memphis, Tennessee, where a rapper, Big MOTA, was apparently murked in a crazy ongoing situation that took him out and reportedly injured another member of his crew. Bro was a legend in both Memphis and the internet, not only for just being responsible for all types of crash out activity. It's still shocking that it went down like this, man. We're gonna get into the beef that might have caused this whole situation and everything that went down, but before we do, man, you already know, y'all gotta like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna run at this video, man. Make sure y'all tap in with the merch, link in the description at staysafeworld.com. We're on the road to 10K subscribers and we're real close, so make sure y'all tap in right now and we're gonna run it to 100K, man. Let's get into this situation. Let's go.
A dark-colored car riddled in more than a dozen bullet holes on Chulahoma near Rains. It's another reminder of one of the latest shootings in the city that this time has apparently left a Memphis rapper known as Big MOTA fighting for his life.
The rapper Big MOTA was a large name and a large presence out of Memphis, Tennessee, and was reportedly hit up and some say actually lost his life in a situation in the Oak Haven neighborhood of Memphis. He was probably most known for chain snatching, certified weirdo / fun-sized gangster Shy Glizzy, and a crazy incident that found its way on the internet. It probably wasn't that took him out. At the time of his passing, he was known for being heavily involved in the streets and in an active gang war between two factions that have been beefing in Memphis for as long as I can remember, man. And it's that crazy scenario that many believe took his life, man. So let's get into the war in Memphis. Before we get into the incident that occurred that sprayed up his car, we probably got to know about the backstory between the two crazy factions in Memphis that are at war right now, between KSBG and Young Mob. Young Mob being the whole gang that many say Big MOTA was apparently associated with. And they've both apparently been at war, running up the score on each other, or just involved in situations where people got the score ran up on them in Memphis, Tennessee for a while now. KSBG, a gang coming out of South Memphis with a reputation for taking out its enemies and one of the most known gangs in the city, has been beefing with Young Mob and a bunch of other, sets like GDs and others for a long time now. It got crazy when one of its most noticeable members, Newski, who I previously made a video on, Big Newski, who was related to Big 30, was tragically gunned down just last year. And pretty much ever since then, all hell is pretty much broken loose. Within the street laws of Memphis, it's really like tick for tat. It doesn't really matter who you are. You could be the cousin of a big rapper. You could be a big person online. You could have 70K, 1,000 followers, and it's not going to matter. You can meet your end just like the next guy. And unfortunately, it's looking like that's what happened to Big MOTA that fateful night just last night, man. We got to get into that right now. So MOTA and a couple of their other associates were posted up in a dark sedan in the Oak Haven neighborhood of Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis PD says two men were driving a dark colored car when over a dozen shots rang out. Unfortunately, one person died after the gunfire rang out and a second person was injured. The second person, who was in the car, reportedly posted on IG saying RIP to Big MOTA. Officers responded to the shooting at the 4100 block of Tukwila Road just before 9 p.m. on October 26, according to the Memphis Police Department. One of the two men was injured, and he was actually the one that survived, while another man died, and basically their car got sprayed up. Although many believe that this had something to do with the ongoing beef between KSBG and Young Mob, it could have been a lot of different scenarios. I mean, you see how Big MOTA was basically moving online, chain snatching people, going around finessing people. That just kind of shows that he probably had those type of intentions whenever he was in the city being active as much as he was. Not only was Big MOTA famous for the incident with Shy Glizzy, but he was apparently famous for a wild GTA situation in Southland Mall that apparently ended with him snitching on camera, and his homie apparently getting life in prison for shooting a security guard, man. Way back in 2010, Terrell Loverson and Big MOTA decided to go to Southland Mall to go shop for kid clothes. But then they saw a group of other individuals and got into a heated disagreement. The surveillance footage basically shows a fight, and then the fight basically getting broken up by a security guard. This agreement led to Terrell Leverson getting detained by a security guard. He then released Leverson, and as Leverson was walking away, he was seen on camera turning around, shooting the security guard and running. At which point everyone ran, including Big MOTA. Somewhere along these lines though, Big MOTA apparently told whatever happened in a now infamous YouTube video.
We were parked right here. So we went to the mall to buy some kids shoes. My little girl had just turned 1 night, Kayla. So we were walking to the mall. We in the mall. We got the fight with a couple of other dudes. Nah, this how it happened. We went to Foot Locker. Somebody came and got T-Bone and said, hey, them niggas, we got 2 in here. So we synced them, we popped it off, got the check. Boom, 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 boom. They run past. The car right here tomorrow. They running. So they by the time they got the mall, security grabbed me. So T-Bone said, hey bro, come help me.
Where he basically allegedly snitched, even though people think that there was already information. He said that the information was already there. But many believe that because he gave this type of tell-all on a vlog, he, snitched and broke the cardinal street rules, even though he had no bad feelings doing it, and basically said anyone that felt that he was snitching should, Unfortunately, many felt that him explaining this word for word might have caused Terrell Livingston to, eventually get locked up for the whole scenario. And maybe, just maybe, people feel that this could have had something to do with his ending, even though this was dang near 13 years ago, man. And it could have been anything. I know damn well, though, it was not Shy Glizzy. So if Shy Glizzy ever talks about it, it's most likely cap, because it seems like you had to pretty much be deep in the realms of Memphis to really see this type of stuff happen. But it's an unfortunate situation. Not saying that he was the best guy or anything like that, especially the way that he was moving most likely is what got him caught up. But if it was the ongoing war basically going on right now, we're probably not going to know, because it doesn't really seem like the people in Memphis, besides Young Dolph's killers have basically made music videos about what happened, but the shooters in Memphis don't really do a lot of talking like another of these cities, and don't really post stuff online like this type of scenario that would get them caught up. But if they do, that would be super unfortunate, and we'll be the first people to hop on that shit and report it to you, man. But hey, let me know in the comments what y'all think about this whole situation, man. R.I.P. Big MOTA. Bro had fire music, was a crazy personality, and unfortunately has met his end, man. It's wild out here, but the streets of Memphis is insane, and it doesn't look like the war is going to end anytime soon. So all we can do is hope that maybe after years of just tit for tat and taking each other out, these people learn to settle their differences and realize that there's pretty much a road to the bottom doing this, man. But hey, let me know in the comments what y'all think about that real say shit. You already know what's going on. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Peace.